You ever do everything right? You get your 7, maybe even 8 hours of sleep, but you wake up feeling totally wiped out? Yeah, if you've ever wondered why hitting that magic number just doesn't seem to work, you've come to the right place. We're gonna dive into this and really figure out the hidden science behind what it takes to get true rest.
Okay, so to really get why this matters so much, let's kick things off with a fact that's, well, it's pretty shocking. Just 20 hours. 20 hours without sleep. That's all it takes to have a major impact on your brain. But just how serious are we talking here?
Get this, research has found that after just 20 hours of being awake, your brain is functioning at the same level as someone who is legally drunk. No, I'm not kidding. Your reaction time, your ability to make good decisions, your focus, it's all just as bad. That one comparison alone just goes to show you that sleep isn't a luxury. It's non-negotiable for your brain to even work properly.
All right, so that brings us right back to that big question, right? We know sleep is super important. You're trying to get the hours they tell you to. So why do so many of us still feel like we're just running on fumes? It feels like we're hitting the target, but completely missing the point. And here's why. It's because we've all been focused on completely the wrong thing. We're obsessed with the quantity, the number of hours. But the real secret, the key to actually feeling rested, it's all in the quality and the timing of your sleep.
So let's just tackle this 7-hour myth head on, shall we? I mean, for years, we've all had it drilled into our heads that 7 to 8 hours is the golden ticket. It's an easy number to aim for, but as you're about to see, just hitting that number can mean you miss the entire point of what sleep is supposed to do for you.
You know, there's this quote from the research that it nails it. Quantity doesn't guarantee quality. It's so simple but so true. You can be in bed for the right amount of time, but if that time isn't actually restorative, your brain and your body get none of the benefits. I love this analogy. It's like putting watered down gas in your car. Sure, the tank is full, but the engine is gonna sputter and struggle.
So, does any of this sound familiar to you? You wake up and you're just achy. Your eyelids feel like they weigh 100 pounds. You've got that brain fog where you can't think straight. Or maybe you're just snappy and irritable for no good reason. These aren't just random feelings. They're the classic signs that the number of hours you got didn't translate into actual quality rest.
Okay, so what even is quality sleep? Well, the first huge piece of this puzzle has a name: continuity. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's all about giving your brain a solid, uninterrupted block of time to do all the critical repair work it needs to do every single night. So yeah, the technical term is sleep continuity. And you can just think of it as how smooth your sleep is. Is it one solid piece, or is it all broken up? High continuity means you're sleeping like a rock. Low continuity means you're waking up all the time, and here's the crazy part, you might not even remember it happening.
See, your brain doesn't just shut down for the night. Far from it. It's actually going to work, cycling through these really important stages. It starts with light sleep, then it goes down into deep, non-REM sleep. That's where all the physical repair happens, and then it goes into REM sleep, which is crucial for locking in memories and dealing with emotions. And it has to complete this whole cycle over and over all night long.
And this is why interruptions are such a disaster for your rest. Every single time you wake up, doesn't matter if it's your phone buzzing, a noise outside, or just stress, you can shatter that cycle. And when sleep is fragmented like that, all those important jobs, the repair work, the memory filing, they get left half done. But continuous, unbroken sleep, that lets your brain run its entire program from start to finish. And that is what leads to real restoration.
And I mean, the difference this makes is it's huge. Check this out. 6 hours of solid, continuous sleep can be more restorative than 7 or even 8 broken hours. Let that sink in. A shorter but totally uninterrupted night's sleep is way more powerful than a longer, fragmented one. It really isn't about the total time your head is on the pillow. It's about the quality of that time. But wait, there's more. Because even if you get perfectly uninterrupted sleep, that's still not the whole story. There is another massive piece of this puzzle, and that is timing. It turns out that when you sleep can be just as critical as how long or how well you sleep. And this is all run by something you've probably heard of, your circadian rhythm. The easiest way to think about it is like a master clock deep inside your brain. And this clock has been fine-tuned over millions of years of evolution. It's what tells your body, hey, it's time to feel tired, or, okay, time to wake up. And it does this by releasing specific hormones at specific times. So here's a quick peek at how that clock works. As it gets dark, your brain starts releasing melatonin. That's that go-to-sleep hormone.
Then, a few hours before you're supposed to wake up, it starts pumping out cortisol to get you alert and ready for the day. When you sleep in sync with this natural flow, everything just works better. Your sleep cycles are more effective, more powerful.
But here's the thing. Not all of our clocks are set to the same time, and this is what's known as your chronotype. It's basically your natural genetic tendency. Are you an early bird or a night owl? And trying to fight what you're naturally wired to do. I mean, if you're a night owl trying to force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, it's literally like trying to swim upstream against a powerful biological current. You're going to get exhausted.
When you're constantly sleeping at the wrong time for your body, you end up with this misalignment. This causes problems like social jet lag. You know what I'm talking about, where you sleep in super late on the weekends and then Monday morning feels absolutely brutal. This is the same reason shift workers have such a hard time. And the consequences are very real. We're talking reduced reaction times, bad judgment. Even if you technically got 7 hours, you're still not functioning at 100%.
Okay, so we've busted the myth that it's all about the number of hours. We've talked about how critical it is for sleep to be uninterrupted, and we've seen how important timing is. So let's pull all of this together into a new, much smarter way to think about sleep.
And here they are, the 3 pillars of what makes for truly great rest. First, you have duration. The number of hours still matters, of course. You have to get enough. But it only works when you combine it with continuity, making sure that sleep is one solid block, and timing, making sure you're sleeping when your body actually wants to sleep. You can't have one without the others. They all work together.
So from now on, instead of waking up and asking yourself, did I get my 7 hours? Try asking a new set of questions. Ask yourself, was my sleep uninterrupted? Was it at the right time for my body? And was it consistent? That is the question that actually gets to the heart of whether or not you're truly rested.
Because at the end of the day, sleep isn't something we can just hack or ignore. When we learn to respect its entire structure, the right amount at the right time without breaks, that's when we unlock everything. We get clearer focus, our emotions are more stable, and our health gets fundamentally stronger. It all starts with respecting sleep. So think about it. What's one small thing you could change starting tonight to get a little more in sync with your body?